First of all, before I begin this commentary, I hope each and every one of you took care of your mothers on Mother's Day. It is Sunday right now. I'm recording this commentary, 2:30 in the afternoon. I just got done hanging out with my mother and my father for Mother's Day. We had a nice little breakfast over at my mom's house. I bought her a nice bouquet of flowers, hung out with the family, played with the new dog for a little bit, hung out outside. It's a beautiful New York City day. It's about 80 degrees. And I hope each and every one of you took care of your mothers on Mother's Day. Your mother is the most important person in this fucking life. I want you guys to remember that if you don't already know that, which I'm sure you do. But my mother, if I did not have my mother around, I don't even know where the fuck I'd be. My mom stays at home. She does what she has to do to take care of the family. She is the glue that holds my family together. And without her, everything would literally fall apart. You know, she's a stay-home mom, and I love her to death. And she does more for me now, even though I'm not living at home anymore. I've been away from home, obviously, you know, for quite some time. And she does everything that she possibly can to make my life a little bit easier. She's always there to talk to. She's always there to give advice. And without my mother, you know, obviously, nothing in this world would ever be the same. So I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day to each and every one of your mothers out there. I know you guys are hearing this on Tuesday, but hope you guys had a great weekend with your families and your mothers, okay? But, on to the topic at hand. If you guys see Tina Palacios' name in the title of my video, you know you're in for a treat. You know I have a topic at hand that will easily garner the views. Because everyone wonders, JD, what do you got to talk about Tina Palacios for? What did she do to you now? I always have shit on Tina Palacios. I have things fucking that I'm planning on Tina Palacios that you will be seeing on this channel in the near future. Do not worry. Tina is my #1 enemy. Since Vonderhaar is not around on a daily basis, I have nobody else to pick on. But you guys know if you see Tina's name in the title, I do have a point to make, okay? Now, I downloaded Devastation on Thursday when it was released for the PSN, okay? I got it on the PS4. I will give Infinity Ward this. I will give credit where credit is due to Tina and Candy and all those other fucking clowns and Infinity Ward. The Ripper is fun to use, and I plan on doing a best class setup when I'm good and ready for the Ripper. It is actually fun to use, but there's one big downfall to the Ripper. It's a fucking hit marker machine, but it is fun to use, and I overlooked that deficiency in terms of fun factor. Okay, I like to use the gun. I've been using it ever since I downloaded the DLC. But the thing with the Ripper is it's very inconsistent, like I said. There's not one particular way you set up the gun that's just going to stick and that's going to work. Usually when I use a gun, I stick to attachments and perks that I like to use, and I don't change anything because I'm not a guy that likes change. I hate change. I pick something, I stick with it. If it works, I do not change it, and I just ride it into the sunset. That's the way I am. But with the Ripper, it's a little bit different. There's a few different ways you could work the Ripper and dress the Ripper, but nothing really works perfectly. So I'm going to talk about that in my best class setup video whenever I'm good and ready for it. It is fun to use, so I will give Tina and Candy and Infinity Ward credit on that. But as far as Devastation goes, Devastation is the last straw for Infinity Ward. You got 4 map packs coming out, and the first 2 absolutely fucking blow dick. I'm going to let you guys know right now, if you have not downloaded Devastation, do not. Do not. Ruins is fucking awful. It's a fucking broken down temple in the middle of nowhere, and it's got the same layout as Chasm. It just looks better. But the map is absolutely fucking awful. It's got no flow, the spawns are terrible, people fucking camping everywhere. It's an absolute nightmare. Collision is one of the worst maps I think I've ever played. Behemoth is absolutely fucking dreadful. The spawns are absolutely out of this world, out of control crazy, and there's absolutely no rhythm or reason to that map. It's absolutely fucking terrible. And then Unearthed, it looks great, but I don't remember people camping like they do on Dome, like they do on Unearthed, man. I really don't. I never camped on Dome. What makes you want to camp on Unearthed if you played Modern Warfare 3? I don't understand the logic of these fucking people. I really don't. But that's my opinion on Tina. You failed. You failed again. How many times do I have to come on here and address my audience and use your name in vain, mentioning that you failed at Call of Duty Ghosts? Devastation was it. You have 4 map packs, and the first 2 you put out are fucking dreadful. What are you going to release now? You're going to put RoboCop in the next one? You're going to put Terminator? You're going to put fucking Jack Sparrow in the next one? What are you going to do now? I don't want this shit. I want maps with good spawns, simple layouts, simple fucking routes to take. I don't want fucking 8 fucking levels of a map on Behemoth. I just don't. There's no flow. If you think these maps are fucking good for the community, if they're good for the game, you obviously need to step down from your position. Activision needs to fire everyone at Infinity Ward and just revamp the entire fucking organization. Really. This game is dreadful, and Devastation was the last straw. Obviously, if they come out with something good weapon-wise, I will buy the DLC, but that's the only reason why I bought Devastation was for the Ripper. That was it. The maps are fucking garbage. The actual DLC maps make me miss the maps that ship with the game. That's how fucking bad they are. Really. And as far as Tina goes, I'm mentioning Tina because Tina obviously didn't perfect her craft. Infinity Ward did not perfect their craft at developing Call of Duty Ghosts. No matter what circumstances they were working under, it still ended up as a fucking failure, and one of the most hated Call of Duty titles in the franchise. For good reason. You know, when you put your name to something and you go out there to the general public, you know, don't you feel embarrassed about how bad the game is received? Don't you feel embarrassed about how people are ripping apart your game for playing so poorly? You know, I used to play music. I'm still big into music, but I don't play it anymore. My brother plays music, okay? He is a perfectionist. He will not stamp his name on anything unless it is absolutely perfect. Every song he writes, every riff that goes into a song, every guitar solo, every note, every drum snare hit, every cymbal hit needs to be on key, needs to be perfect, and needs to sound perfect in his ears. Otherwise, he will not do it. He will go back and do it again. He will go back and sit with the engineer, producer, whoever, and fucking make sure it's done right and it sounds right. That's the kind of person we need running Infinity Ward. That's the kind of person that we need in charge of making a solid Call of Duty game. And Tina Palacios and my brother Frank, two totally different fucking people. You got Tina, who's a failure, and my brother, who's a perfectionist and wants shit done right. That's the main fucking difference, and that's the topic of today's commentary. My brother Frank, Legionary, the music that you hear before every one of my videos is back. They are back, and once and for all, are putting their fucking foot down, letting you know that every other band on the East Coast of the United States, take notice. This band is unsigned, and it's unleashing some of the best material you will hear from an unsigned band. Tina, I want you to listen to me and listen good. You want to know how to go about doing business? My brother Frank is 29 years old and is the fucking ideal model you should be looking up after. Plain and fucking simple. You guys wanted new Legionary. This is it. I say to you, Tina, once and for all, your game fucking blows. I say to you once and for all, new Legionary is here. The title track to their new EP, Once and For All. Sit down, grab a beverage, and listen to music the way it's supposed to be written. I know it's not for everybody, but if you guys enjoy my channel, if you enjoy the intros to my videos, if you support me in any way, I want you to support my brother and this EP. Sit down, like I said, grab a cold beverage and listen. This is the title track to their new EP, Once and For All. I'll be back after the song is over. And there you got it, guys. Legionary, once and for all, with the new title track off their upcoming EP. That shit will be available this Wednesday, tomorrow, for purchase online. Legionary.bandcamp.com. Links are down below, towards the very bottom, in the video description. Thank you guys very much for checking it out. If you enjoyed it, it's only going to be $5. My brother will greatly appreciate it. He's worked very hard to get these songs out, and I think it shows. In my personal opinion, this is the very best stuff he's ever written with the band. So go and check that out if you're into that type of thing. Thank you guys very much, like I said, for enjoying the video, checking it out. I'm JD, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Take care.